Okay, in this tutorial we're going to discuss how to split the keyboard. So say you have a song and you need a piano and a pad, but you don't want the pad playing everything that the piano is doing. You can split the keyboard and just have like the pad in your left hand and the piano in your right hand. I mean, really, the sky's the limit with this portion of the keyboard. First of all, let's scroll to a new patch area. Right there, we're in an empty patch. We have no instruments once again. First, let's find a pad. I'm going to use one that I made up myself from a sample file. So we're going to turn on the synthesizer. We do want a sample. We don't want one of these sine wave things. So we're going to go to a sample. Now, I can choose my waveforms from here, and I have a waveform that I put in way at the end here. You can scroll through these and listen to them to find the sounds that you like. We're going to use the one Behold the Lamb is a pad that I made up for that song. There it is. Okay, it has some motion in it, kind of a little flutter to it, like angel wings. Okay, now you can modify your sound to make it sound better. We've already discussed that. And one of the things I don't like is it doesn't pop enough. So I'm going to change its low pass filter here, which is turned on here, and I can change it here and make it either a little more subtle or a little more resonant sounding. Now I'm also going to add in the reverb. I'll add in a little bit of hall reverb. Okay. Now, we said that we needed a piano, so we're going to go to our B layer and we're going to turn on the piano engine. And now the piano's on. Of course, we've discussed how you can select different pianos, but this one sounds really good, but it's, once again, it just doesn't have a lot going on with it, and that's because none of the effects are turned on. So let's try to sweeten this up and get more of a piano sound that we would like to have. We're going to turn on the reverb. Let's put it like on a hall. That kind of fattens it up a little bit. And you know, whenever you're playing in a venue, you always got some bounce off the walls and everything. So we're going to turn on a little bit of delay here, and usually the delay. See, we don't want something like that. We want something much more subtle. So we're going to turn down the dry wet and turn down the feedback. Go. Now, we have both, so if we click A and B, both instruments will play simultaneously. Okay. Okay, but I need to play piano parts, and I don't want that pad in there. It's just way too much. So now we're going to split the keyboard. Okay, you turn on the splits here. In the program area, it says split, and we'll turn that on. And now you can see this light lights up when you do that, and that is split the keyboard. So now you can assign things to this side, you can assign things to this side. It does get a little bit confusing, and it takes a little bit of time to learn this, but if you hold the shift key, you can go to your set split area, and see right now we have the mid area is turned on. And while I'm in here, I can scroll. See the light moved? So let's say I don't want the split at the F area. I can move it down to the C area. I can move it off the screen here, down here if I only want the pad down here. Let's put it right here at the C. That's where our split will be. You can also add in other splits if you want even more instruments up real high. If you've got a weird synthesizer or something, you can add even more splits if you would like. Now we're going to exit out of that. So we have a split. The split is on. But you see, we still hear the synthesizer. So we're going to go to the synthesizer. And see, that's the piano is B, synthesizer is A. And we only want the synthesizer down here. So this is where we assigned it here. See, it says keyboard zone. Okay? By holding the shift key and pressing it, I can change where it's going to be. See, that's the bottom. Two lights, so it would only play down there. And that would be the top. It would only play up here. and not down here. I want it in the bottom, so. So now my pad only plays in the bottom range. It does not play up here. And we want the piano in the upper range, so we're going to do the same thing with the piano. We go to the B layer, we press and hold the Shift key, and we scroll until we're in the upper keyboard layer. Now the keyboard's up here, and the split has the pad down here, which is off because I have to hit both simultaneously, A and B layers. Now I can play the piano. It does not affect the pad that I'm holding with my left hand. Now let's just say, oh, but the piano, it's not in the right range. Well, you can do your octave shift. I would like the piano to be lower, so I'm going to go ahead and move it down. Now I have a little bit more range to my piano here. And that's how you do keyboard splits on the NORD Stage 3.